Did you know that over 90% of people use Google search to find local businesses? That's why it's so important for businesses to have a Google My Business listing. Google My Business is a free tool that helps businesses manage their online presence on Google Search and Maps. It's a great way to get found by potential customers, improve your online reputation, and attract more business. In this episode, we will talk about what Google My Business is, why it's important, and how to create and optimize your listing. Welcome to the Brand Builder Podcast. I'm your host, Amir Tabrizi. I'm a side hustle digital marketer turned agency owner who has managed over $2 billion in marketing budgets. I'm obsessed with the brand building process through video content, social media, and all things organic, leveraging search engine optimization and the power of Google. Every week here on the Brand Builder Podcast, we dive deep into the dynamic realm of digital marketing, unveiling the tools, strategies, and insights that can empower your brand in today's digital-centric world. Not just go over some quick hacks and tricks that will yield you no long-term growth. Whether you're a startup looking to make a splash or an established brand aspiring to reach new heights, our podcast is here to illuminate the path towards your success. So stay tuned to my workshop-style solo shows with the occasional in-depth interviews with industry experts. We don't just talk about digital marketing. We decode it, demystify it, and help you leverage it for your brand's growth. So stay tuned into Brand Builders Podcast and embark on your journey towards becoming a titan in the digital marketing arena. Hey everybody, I hope you are well. My name is Amir Tabrizi and I am the host of the Brand Builder Podcast. And today we're going to talk about one of my favorite subjects, Google My Business, or Google Business Profile now that it's been rebranded. So we're going to talk about what is Google My Business, why is it important for you to have a Google My Business account and the benefits of it. I'll walk you through how to create one, how to create a Google My Business account, and then what are some ways you can optimize it? So let's start with the what. What is Google My Business or Google Business Profile? Google Business Profile is a free tool that helps businesses manage their online presence on Google Search and Maps. So when somebody goes on to Google and types in a product or service you provide or the name of your business, or, for example, for us, if it's like a marketing agency near me or a roofer near me, you have two sections of Google. You have the top section that kind of comes up as, a picture and the name of the business, and you click it and there's the call, message, or website button. And then at the bottom of it are where the other links through SEO come up. So today our focus is really just going to be when people go on Google and type in for something, or when they are on Google Maps and they're searching for something, that's going to be our focus on the Google Business Profile today. It allows businesses to create a listing that includes their contact information, address, hours of operations, photos, and one of my favorite things of all, one thing that helps all of business owners grow, reviews. Google Business Profile listings are displayed prominently in Google search and map results, making them a great way for businesses to attract new customers, specifically local customers. So businesses can use this tool to claim their business listing to make sure it's accurate, to add photos and videos to their listing to give customers a better idea of what their business is like, write a detailed description of their business to help customers understand what they offer, add their business hours and contact information so customers can easily reach them, and respond to reviews to show customers that they value their feedback. So to wrap all of that up, what this profile does for you and what this profile is for you and your business is a great way for local business to come to you. So when people are looking for the solution to the problem they have that you provide, you are the first one that comes up. But it's not just done by, hey, well, I'm going to, sign up for Google Business Profile and it's just going to sit there. No, you need to interact with it, right? Just like you heard me say, you should be posting photos, videos on there. If you have an event coming up, if you have an offer coming up. And one of the things I absolutely love is if somebody leaves you a review, or when you are asking your clients to leave you a review, which everyone should be doing, you can ask them to put it on Google. So when people go there, not only do they see who you are, what you do, what you're about, when you're open, when you're closed, especially if it's on around the holidays. But they can also see what the customer experience with your business has been. And then from that, they can then build trust with your relationship before they even call you. And a new tool, and this is not new, but this is fairly new. One of the new tools they have is requesting a quote or messaging you directly through that Google business profile. So a lot of the people that don't want to pick up the phone and give you a call and they feel much more comfortable, messaging you something, they can do that right there. So you don't want to send them to Facebook to message you or Instagram to message you. You want them to be in one spot, one place, so that they see the value of all inclusive, one spot. I can message them here. It's easy for them. Now, Google My Business or Google Business Profile is a powerful tool that can help businesses of all sizes reach new customers and grow their business. So you may not be only working on your small business. You may be a medium-sized business or a bigger business and you're thinking about, well, do I need Google Business Profile? You absolutely do. Especially if you are a location, if you're a business that has multiple locations, you can actually have all of those locations have their own Google Business Profile because they could offer different things or they could appeal to different pain points in whatever market they may be in. So let's talk about why it's important for businesses to have this. We talked a little bit about it, but I want to dig a little bit deeper into it. Google My Business is one of the most important tools for businesses to have in their online marketing arsenal. It allows businesses to create a listing that appears prominently in Google search and map results, making it easy for potential customers to find you. So when people are looking up X, Y, and Z near me, you come up. So for example, showing up in the local park at the top of the Google search results for relevant search terms, or appearing in Google map results when people are searching for businesses in that area. Being featured in the Google's one box, that's the box that we see at the top, and then it has the information on the right side if you click it. Appearing in the Google search one box at the top of Google searches, which include the business name, address, phone number, and website. So Google is putting you up there. Google wants you, for your local business, wants to put you up locally so that people know who you are, what you do, and how they can contact you. Google wants to see you grow. And they're giving this tool to you for free. It's going to take some time to create one potentially. There is a verification step that goes through it, which we will talk about how to create one of the verification steps through it. But for a small business, for a medium-sized business, for a large business, for any business, the Google listing for hyper-local business searches, it's detrimental to have one. We and our clients see tremendous increases with phone calls, showing up on searches, showing up on map clicks. And remember, when somebody clicks on and goes onto your website, that also ranks your SEO. So when you have something that's being provided by Google for free, if you're not capitalizing on it, you're just kind of letting low-hanging fruit go by the wayside. And then your competitor will start to do it and be more active with it. And they will take your spot. And slowly but surely, as a realtor, for example, you may have an office in DC, Maryland, and Virginia, or whatever state you may be in. But if your competitor who wants to take over a certain subdivision or a neighborhood that you've been working so hard, and if a certain competitor wants to come in and overtake that spot from you, they can easily do that through Google My Business. So let me walk you through a scenario. Mom and dad want to sell their home in Potomac, Maryland. Kids live in California. Maybe one lives in Texas. Maybe one lives in, Michigan, wherever that they live across the country. So mom and dad go to the kids and say, hey, I want to sell my house. The kids may want to have an input on who is going to take care of the sale of the house for their parents. The parents may ask for the help. Or in an unfortunate event, maybe the parents have passed away and the kids are getting this as an estate and they don't know anybody locally. So what is the first thing they're going to do? They're going to go onto Google and say real estate agents near Potomac, Maryland. So think about it. Somebody outside of the tri-states that we work in, the DMV, is searching for top real estate agents in Potomac, Maryland. You may have been sending mailers into that neighborhood. You may have been sending tons of money in the neighborhood. The kids don't know that. The kids weren't a part of that. They don't get the mailers. But what the first place they go and they trust is they go to Google. And as soon as they go to Google and they look up for the top agent in Potomac, Maryland, wherever city you may be in, who comes up makes a big difference. If you come up, you're going to get one of those calls. Hey, we want you to stop by, look at parents' home. Or, yeah, mom and dad, I know you told me about this realtor, but listen, we saw this person online and they had these amazing reviews and they talked about these programs that they had. And they actually have an event that they're doing online that you should go to because they're talking about how to sell your home. So you create this ecosystem, you create this value content that you are giving to the consumer. They take that information, they consume that information. They have now built a trust with you and your brand and your business and your name, and then they're willing to do business with you. So imagine showing up to that listing appointment or that sales call and 70% of the work is already done for you. I tell my clients on their Agency 270 that if they don't want to do any type of marketing, listen, you don't want to do any type of digital marketing, that's fine. Focus on Google My Business. Let us handle your Google My Business. Let us take care of you on Google My Business so you can continue to work on your business and not in your business by stumbling upon things that you don't really need to be stumbling upon. But the point is, it is something you should be doing, whether it's an agency like Agency 270 that handled it or whether it's another agency, or if you really think you want to take a stab at it yourself, go ahead. But what we see over and over and over again when business owners, small business owners, entrepreneurs step in and try to do this themselves, they tend to be inconsistent. And inconsistency kills. So we talked about what it is, why it's important. I really want to talk you through how to create a Google My Business listing and how to optimize the Google My Business listing. But before we get to that point, let's hear a word from our sponsors. My name is Amir Tabrizi, and I am the owner and the chief growth officer here at Agency 270. Agency 270 is a full-service digital marketing team. We focus on search engine optimization, paid ads, your Google business profile, videos, video editing and optimization, posting your videos, social media management, and podcast recording and editing. Why we do what we do is because we want to help you and your message to get out in front of the world. We want to make sure that we're highlighting our clients so that they are the consumer's choice. We do that through the power of digital marketing. Ask yourself this question. If you go onto Google right now and type in your name or type the problem that you solve and you're not coming up as one of the first 2-3 choices, there's a problem there. You are losing out business to your competitor. Don't settle for next to best. Don't settle for second. Don't settle for third. Let us help you get you to the number one spot on Google. Give me a call today. Go on our website at agency270.com. Send us an email at marketing@agency270 or give us a call 301-310-6148. Again, that's 301-310-6148. Back to our show. All right, we are back. So now I want to talk about how to create a Google My Business listing. It's easy. It's 5 steps. Step 1, I want you to go to the Google My Business website. So you can go on Google and type in Google My Business. You can, if you have Google Suites, at the top right, you see these 9 dots. You can click that. You can scroll down and it should be in there as well. So I want you to go in there. Then the next thing I want you to do is I want you to sign in or create a Google account. What I like to do is if you already have Google Suites, for your business, you use Google Mail and use Gmail and Google Drive and so on and so forth, make sure you're on that domain. It makes it a little bit easier. If you don't have a domain through Google, or if you are just working on free email, out of the free email domains, make sure you include the name of your business and then at gmail.com. So if I'm doing it for Agency 270, it would be agency270@gmail.com if you are using the free version. Then I need you to enter the business information. So that's including like what's the name of the business, when did you establish your business, what are your hours, give me a little description about your business. When it comes to the description, try not to get too wordy with it. Try to give the sizzle on the steak at the beginning, right? So for example, if Agency 270 is filling this out, I'm not starting by saying, hey, my name is Amir Tabrizi and I'm the owner of Agency 270. I don't want to start that. People don't care who I am. They don't. They are there for us. So they are there because they have a problem. So give them the solution up front. So if I was doing that, I would say Agency 270 is the leading marketing agency in DC, Maryland, and Virginia. We provide solutions to Google My Business, YouTube SEO. So you see where I'm going with it is that I'm giving the product solution or the problem solving solution right up front. And then later on, you can talk about who you are, what you do, and why you're passionate about what you do. So enter your business information. Then one of the important steps is verification. So we need to verify your business. So one of the ways that they'll verify your business, it could be a text that comes through your phone. Most likely if you have a brick and mortar, or if you have an office space where you can bring people into, it will ask you for that address. If it asks you for the address, Google will actually send you physical mail to the address that has a verification code on it, which you will need to put into the back end of Google My Business. If you are working from home and don't want your address displayed, you can just turn that off. There's an option you see, it says display. You can turn that option off. They'll find other ways to verify your business. That could be if you are doing your taxes, you can also show that. They just need to verify who you are, what you do. And honestly, they need to verify that your business address that you are, whether it's public or not, they need to make sure the address is matching some sort of mail that you're getting or some sort of verification that you're getting, so they can make sure that it's true and it's not a fake business. Once you've done that, once you've verified it, you have to complete your Google business profile. So you can go in, you can put in pictures if you like, you can put in posts if you like, you can do everything else. So those 5 steps: go to Google My Business website or use your Google Suites, sign in or create a Google account, enter your business information, verify your business, very, very, very key step. And this one may take about 5 to 7 business days, so do be patient with it. And then complete your Google business profile. Now, you've now created an account and you want to optimize it. So let's talk about the 4 ways that I love to tell my clients, and the 4 things we do for the 4 things we do for clients, or we tell clients to do themselves, to like how to really optimize it. So 1, add photos and videos. So if you have an event, if you are doing videos, if you are doing any type of content that you're doing, make sure you post on Google My Business, and then make sure you have a call to action, link, phone number, whatever it is, to bring them back into what it is you're talking about. If you don't have videos or photos, I would suggest doing at least 4 posts a month about something about your industry. So whether, if you're a realtor, maybe, 1 post is about the market. If another post could be about, tips to buy a home, tips to sell a home, and then you can round it off with what you think next month will look like, and then you lead on to the kind of the same direction of things. From us as an agency, we like to bring out content related to certain things that we're talking about. So for example, if 1 month we're really focused on Google Business Profile, we want to continue the conversation on Google My Business or Google Business Profile about it. If we're talking about social media branding, whatever it is what we're talking about, we try to keep it consistent with the messaging for that month's worth of content. Write a detailed description of your business. Now, I told you at the beginning, when you're entering information for your business, give them the sizzle at the top. I still firmly believe that that's a great way to do it. But yes, give information about what you're doing. If you have guides, if you've written books, if you have one-pagers, include that stuff in there. Have the CTAB download now, so they click it, they download the information. Give the people what they're looking for in one place. Don't have them chasing. If you have your consumer chase, they will leave. Give them everything they need up front. Google Business Profile is giving you that. Listen, we'll give you your name, address, phone number, guides, posts, pictures, reviews, all of this at once. All of it, one place. It's up to you to take advantage of that. Add your business hours and contact information. This is an interesting thing, because I believe that a lot of us, especially around the holidays, we want to go in and we want to see when things are open. Adding your business hours is huge. And don't be the company that does 24/7 unless you are a 24/7 company. But not a lot of people tend to see that and go, oh, I'm going to get an operator. If they're going to get you, if they're going to get somebody on your team, give them the hours. Are you 8 to 5, 8 to 6, 10 to 7, whatever it is, 9 to 5, whatever it is that you do, whatever office hours you have, put that information in there. Worst case scenario, when they call and it's after hours, they will still call. Doesn't mean that they're not going to call just because, you say you close at 7 and it's 8 o'clock that they're looking at it. They can still call whether you pick up or not. You've set expectations and you've told them that somebody who's human works here. If you write 24/7, I guarantee you, and I've seen this in behavior studies, that it shows in that a lot of people, when they see 24/7, they think, well, I'm going to get an operator and I don't want to deal with that. Some companies like plumbers or HVAC companies or emergency response companies, they do use calling centers or so on and so forth. So if that's what you do, then that's fine, but they will feel like they're going to call a call center 24/7. And if that's the business you're in, that's okay, right? But make sure you add your business hours and your contact information are properly done in there. And the last thing I really want to emphasize on is respond to reviews. Make sure that you're taking some time and going in there and just responding to reviews. Hey, John and Sally, love that you used our services. Hey, so-and-so, I love that you took the time to sit down with us and had us explain to you what we can do to grow your business. And don't be afraid to ask your current clients to write your reviews. I'm in a service-based industry. I don't sell a product, I sell a service. And a lot of times my clients are with me 7, 8, 9 months, 10, 12 months. I mean, I've had clients with me that I have clients, that have been with me for over 4 or 5 years. I go and ask them for a review. I say, hey, would you mind going in and just writing a review for me? I know it may seem weird that we're still working together, but I would love for people to know what we've done together. Now, sometimes, and I'm hoping this won't happen to you. Sometimes you may get a competitor that may come in and leave you a bad review. Or sometimes somebody is not really happy with you and they leave you a bad review. If it's a fake review, respond to that fake review and say, hey, I'm sorry, it doesn't seem like we've done business together. So then you can give the consumer who sees, look, they're at 4.5 stars, or they're at 3 stars or 4 stars. Why is that? One review can plunge it. And unfortunately, there's sinister people out there that will do that to you. If you have had a client that has truly had a bad experience, I still think you should respond. Don't ignore it, because what you do is if you respond to all the good ones and then there's like 2 or 3 bad ones that you're not responding to, you're telling your potential consumer, something's wrong. You're telling them something could go wrong with it. But if you address it, I'm so sorry you had that experience with us. It was out of the ordinary. We had this problem. We took these 4 or 5 steps to fix it. You were not willing to give us the chance to do it. We wish you the best of luck. You have now eased that sensitive spot, or you've now given people, you've taken the imagination of what happened that it got to this point out of it. Because I've had clients that have come to me and been like, hey man, these 3 reviews are fake. I don't even know who this person is. So I asked them, our team will go in and respond to them and say, hey, so-and-so, we're sorry you had such a bad experience with someone in our industry, but we looked at our records. We don't have any records of working with you. Why don't you give us a call so we can clear this up? So you put the ball back on their court. Now people see it. Well, oh, look, he responded to them and he said, hey, we don't even know who you are. Or, I'm sorry you had such a bad experience. We want to make sure that we fix this for you. Please give us a call so we can see what we can do for you. Don't let people think. Don't let their imagination work. Don't let them think, oh my gosh, what happened here that all of this stuff came crashing down. So here's some additional questions that you could also think about. What are some of the common mistakes that businesses make when creating their Google business profile? You've heard me say this. I think one of the biggest mistakes that businesses make when creating their Google business profile, there's 2 things. One, wrong information. So for example, you have information in there that just isn't true. oh, we provide this service, but in reality, you don't provide that service. So now you've kind of turned people off. So make sure that all the information is up to who you are, what you do, why you do it, the hours you do it, where you do it from. Make sure that's something that's valid. Also, if you have a like a Regus space or a co-working space, sometimes Google will not approve of the address because they don't. It's a lot of people using the same address essentially just doesn't fly with Google. So you may need to use your local home address or an address. You may need to go through some steps with Google to get that resolved. The other thing that I see big mistakes that are made is people thinking they could do it themselves. Google Business Profile is not an easy thing. Just because it's free, it doesn't make it easy. You have to consistently post. You have to consistently respond to reviews. You have to consistently fight spam. What's happening now is we're getting, whoever has a Google Business Profile, they are getting tons and tons and tons of email about, this is so-and-so, we want to verify your Google Business Profile. And they'll take a bunch of information from you. Google won't call you. Google will send you a text message if your phone number is verified, or Google will send you mail. So thinking you can do it yourself, getting caught up, giving the wrong information, now your profile's in somebody else's hands to recover that profile is a pain. You're also not consistently posting. You're not doing the things to really drive traffic, to really enhance it, versus somebody who may use us under Agency 270. We're going to make sure that they're seeing green, positive numbers month after month after month after month after month. So doing it yourself, this isn't a DIY thing. I mean, if you want to take a stab at it, go for it. But if you really want to see growth, I would definitely use a Google verified business or a Google verified partner that knows what they're doing and has a track record for it. And then we talked about how it can track your new customers and how it can improve the customer service. Same thing. People are looking for your local business. They want to find you, and the search engine they go to is Google. So that's one there. And then, of course, the way you can respond or improve your customer service is if they can reach out to you and they know they can reach out to you, whether it's through a message or whether it's through a phone call or whatever it is, through Google My Business, those are the reasons that I know that I can definitely improve your service to your consumers. So we talked about a lot. We talked about Google Business Profile and really broke it down. I want you to, if you don't do anything from this podcast, if you heard this and you're like, well, I don't know what to do, the first thing I want you to do is one or two things. One, either call a marketing agency, a local marketing agency that can take care of this for you. We would love to be one of the people that you interview at Agency 270. So we do hope that you give us a call. Or you can take a stab at it yourself, create your profile, go on there, create it, put the information, get the verification steps started. If you are running into hiccups, feel free to give us a call or shoot us an email at marketing@agency270.com. That's marketing@agency270.com. Or you can give me a call or a text directly at 301-310-6148. That's 301-310-6148. I appreciate your time. I appreciate all the feedback you guys have given me so far with these few episodes we've had, and I look forward to talking to you guys soon. Have a great day.